theme song right there from all the way Kentucky, Louisville here. Our sister from Grand Gila County got that straight gospel music there for all of us to listen to. Tonight we're gonna have one of the former leaders of our community. He's gonna join us for 1 hour. We're gonna have an interaction for 30 minutes, then we'll open the line for another 30 minutes. Then from there we'll call it a night. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody saw the flyer. This man served this community for, I think, for a very long time, representing his state of Pennsylvania. Then he went on the national board. He served as the national board chairman, I think, for 2 years. So the Honorable Daniel Payne is sort of a Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. I think he's gonna. I think he's from Pennsylvania. I don't know the main place in Pennsylvania, but he's gonna tell us what part of Pennsylvania he's from tonight. So we're gonna have a conversation with the Honorable Man, and then when he agrees, we're gonna open the line, and then we will have the. If you're calling in, you have to be professional. Please share the show. Share the show. Invite other people to. I mean, to come and listen to what the honorable man got to tell the people of Grand Gila County. The honorable man been uh, out of the community for a long time, but he's back, and I saw him last year, and then we seeing him this year. So I mean, our leaders now are coming back to join to be part of the process of building this community. So, ladies and gentlemen, the honorable is in the back. There's no need to hold him that long. Let me bring him on. He was introduce himself, even though you will see the name, but we formally and according to our program, he will do the introduction. Then from there, we're going to start the program. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Daniel Payne. Honorable Payne,
Yes, Brother Prince M. Double.
how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm
What
great.
part of Pennsylvania you at?
Actually, I'm in the suburb of Philadelphia.
Okay, Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Okay, I thought I had it wrong, but
in a borough called Yedin, and
okay.
that's where I live presently with my wife and two kids. But I mean three, because the other two are grown and they have gone out now to the university. And one is in the military. He's in the Air Force. He's now based in Hawaii, and
Okay.
we thank God for that. And in your introductory process, you said that the honorable man been away for a while. Well, we thank God that he's coming back. And I just want to thank those who are listening tonight first. Uh, but the reason why the honorable man was away, I think Nigerians deserve to know that because he did mention it, and it's true. Because I had to bring 5 person from Ghana in 2016. Right after that election, my family came. And
Oh,
five
okay.
person prince is not an easy thing.
Mm-hmm.
They came, they had to get adjusted, and I alone working to support them, to put them to school. And fortunate for us, my wife and I being away, I mean being apart for so long, and God bless her with a child.
Oh,
So
okay,
she
that's
got
good.
pregnant. She got pregnant. She gave birth. They had to take about a year to get to
So
give
it's
the
just
birth.
yeah.
Yeah, and then give another year for the child to be 1 year before she says even turning around to look for something to do. So all these years that passed by, I will not just order the picture because I want to alienate myself from Grandians. It's because I have to put those that are brought in the rightful perspective and give them the rightful platform so that they too can be able to develop themselves.
Yeah.
And today, I'm very happy that it all came out good. The girl will be graduating this year, from high school, and she wants to be a pediatrician, and that will help our community a lot.
Yep.
The other two big boys are have graduated. The other young man who we just had, he turned 6. He's in the first grade. So now the children are grown. So the papa is back. The old man is
Papa is
back.
back, yeah. The child
Yep,
grown and Papa is back.
that's it.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So, Mr. Pine, I'll give you 1 minute to tell us a little bit to do the introduction. We're seeing it here from a board chair. Tell us how long you serve as
Well,
chairman of the
actually,
board.
yeah, my growth in the Grand Jury Association has come with a long experience that I have. with the Granadian community, all the way back from my youth stage as a student at the Cotton University College in the early 80s. And, when I also served as president for the Grand Jeda University Student Union when I was at Cottington, coupled with the years we had to spend in exile in Ivory Coast and in Ghana, where I impacted knowledge into young Liberians, Granadians, and Liberians in Bolekin, La Côte d'Ivoire, and in Gomor, Butuburan in Ghana before coming to America. So I didn't just serve Granadian community in America. I started back home. And,
Okay.
when I started back home, some of the students that I taught today, some of them have masters, some of them are doing their doctorate degree. Somebody like Mike Biblik in Iowa, a lot of them, there are so many around. Levi Kine has been one of my students. So coming to America and joining them here was another big opportunity for us to unite ourselves and work together. And then when I immediately hit the ground, there was an opportunity to join my friend JJ Dennis for us to elect Mata Kanan as one of the first female president within our community.
Yeah.
And that exercise actually introduced me to the Granadian community in America, but not the Granadians themselves. And in fact, that added some surplus because those students that are taught in Ivory Coast and Ghana and that found themselves in America was able to give us the support. And Maracana won the election. And from there, we start building the organization again. The organization pick up, even though we had some issues here there with the Rochester issue and the rest of that. But at the end of the day, Grand Jude came together and we started moving forward. So I served as an advisor to Maracana. And later on, I ran as a board member for the Pennsylvania chapter on the board. And I won. And I went on the board. I wanted the board. I served as chairman for the finance committee before vying for the chairmanship of the board itself. And then I won the incumbent chairman. And from there, I worked with the Collins administration while they were phasing out. And I was the first chairman to hold the largest convention in Arizona, which of course you were aware about, when four
Mm-hmm.
candidates participated in that election. That election brought to power Fred Guian, and the organization went forward. My term was over. Okay, the controversy surrounding what you call it, the former president calling me back is simple. When you spend 2 years, your time is over. Another person have to go there. So it was no friction. I left the bowl, and when I left the bowl, immediately I started the process of bringing my family to America. So in the process my family came, I have to pay all attention to them. So I was
Yeah.
not very active for the next next 3 years succeeding the elections of a Fred. But fortunately for me, I failed to have it. God has given me the grace. He has blessed me. The children are gone. What you see me sitting here today, Prince, is in the comfort of my wife's salon in our basement. That she's running a little private business. She comes from the same Kunamo tribe. She's a tall, sorry she couldn't come to greet all of you because I have guests upstairs. One of my friend, childhood friend, Mr. Bill White, is here. He's visiting us from Liberia. Those in Liberia will know Bill White. He is my childhood friend. We went to school together. He's visiting us today. For the past 1 week, he's been here now. But we have some
Okay.
friends upstairs too. Raymond Chia, Ben Chia, all the guys are upstairs. So I had to come in the basement. So that's
Oh,
why you
okay, I
see.
see.
So don't think that he's talking like sharp. So what is German doing sharp? No,
But the
yeah,
chairman is being isolated, being cornered.
yeah.
I don't
So
understand that chairman. You
yeah,
have
I
to.
had to come
You
downstairs
told
to
me
my
that you got
wife's
to
salon.
come down because if
Yeah,
people upstairs will try
yeah,
to do it
and
upstairs. So
honestly,
that
we had
we
the issue.
understand. It's just what you're
Yeah,
going to tell the people and how you're
yeah,
going to. That's what we want. We want to hear. The people want to hear what you're going to tell them. They don't want to see what the chairman sitting. They know the chairman is okay.
yeah. Chairman is okay.
Yeah, he's doing good. So,
Yeah.
Mo, thank you very much, and thanks for serving your people. Now we're seeing that you're coming back, and you were just here. You came. I saw you together in Louisville here, lay Alberta to rest, and it was snowing that day, so you had to leave early. You and the Honorable J.J. Dennis, and
Yeah,
thank
Mr.
God you
Dennis.
got made it on in. Pennsylvania safely.
Yeah.
So thank you and welcome again to the Prince Double Show. You're in the hot seat tonight, Honorable Pine.
Yeah.
But we'll better see softer a little bit. We're
No,
gonna
but normally, Prince, sometimes we say this out of joke, but sometimes we try to throw punches here and there. Coming on Prince Double Show, people consider us to be like going in the lion's den, but
wait,
definitely it's not
go in the
so.
lion den.
Yeah, it's not so. All you have to do is answer the question as they come and be civil in the discussion. That's all. I don't see it to be a difficult thing.
No, it's
So
not. I'm not a
in
I'm
the
not. You know,
seat,
I'm not a difficult guy. I
I
ask
like
some
I like the
moderate
hot seat,
questions.
so that's why I'm here to be in the seat. But most especially, um, on the serious note, we have to be very civil with our own people,
Yeah.
because you know what has happened in this community before. We don't want
Hmm.
those kind of things being repeated.
Yeah.
So we have to thread the fine line so that we don't get in the
Yeah. We
kind
don't
of
go
a
back to where we came from.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
We don't
that's
go back.
why I'm impressed, about what you guys doing. Took your own time. You started as a boiler room activist, but today now we see as CNN. So that is
Yeah.
very beautiful. So we
Yeah.
see people are evolving, and we want to commend them for that. So I want to tell you thank you too for taking of your time, your resources, because you have the passion for it.
Yeah.
Anything you have the passion for, you can achieve it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, honorable man. Let's start up here. Let's go right to GDEC issue here in our community. There was a split and people went away. You got another group or Fred group. But now I think everybody kind of sobered down a little bit and people coming back. I'm seeing a lot of people coming back. I saw my sister Vero, she, people willing to come back to serve the community and serve their people, especially those back home. I saw that, I think about 2 years, almost 2 years ago, you were not happy with the process that brought Madam Idipwa to power. You wanted an interim leadership, and I saw you at the convention in Iowa. You and Madam Kana, sat on the same side with the ex leaders. So you didn't want election. What led you to even ask for interim leadership?
Well, at the point in time, the circumstances surrounding the community, knowing fully well what we came from, clamored by COVID. So we just wanted to preserve some peace and tranquility in the community. People were not too sure exactly what they wanted to do after some candidates uh, were disqualified, and then last minute of time another candidate got off, and there was some commotion coming through. So we were looking at the possibility that, look, you know what? If we can have an interim administration for now, and then go back and review the Constitution, let's use this process to see how we can redefine our role in the community, particularly with the Constitution. But
Yeah,
that was just a view of some of us. But the majority of the view lies with the convention, with the, the men and women of Grand Judah County that went to the convention. And what they decide sort of detects the time of the day. So I may have my view because I see things from a different perspective. But what the majority of the people want is what exactly we have to do. And at the end of the day, there was a situation of a white ballot. Election Commission came out and said, well, we have to move forward. And, why it's true that some other people were disqualified and some other people dropped out of the race, we think that if we have one candidate who can come to being and keep the leadership torch bearer up, we should continue. So the issue of the white ballot came about, and we accepted it. There was no confusion, even though there were some little mistakes about police people coming and the rest of that. But those things happen. And after the white ballots were cast, Madam Poor came up and we gave her a hand. She came to me
after that process in Iowa, that you reached out to her and congratulated her.
right in Iowa, right in Iowa, right to the ground itself.
Yeah, I saw you that day. I saw you.
Fine. So when she came out of the building, she came to me. I greeted her. I said, Madam President, this is the situation, and this is where we find ourselves. So you are being given the baton. Don't drop it. And I'm consistent on that. Because if you can recall, Prince, before we went to Arizona with the 4 candidates, there was a lot of confusion, a lot of talking that Timon should even stay. If you can recall, Timon should stay as an interim leader, you know. And I told Timon, we had this conversation in my house that you have to make sure you fund the election commission. Let the election commission be able to conduct the election. Whoever wins, let them go on. You have to pass the baton over. Matter cannot pass the baton over to you, you won't pass it to another. Timon understood what I said, and he did that. So in this situation of James Timothy leaving, the baton must be passed on. So whether it was a white ballot or green ballot or yellow ballot, it will pass on to Edith. Now, after the part on, the committee move forward, and again, we're having another election, and we're looking forward to see
But
who will
they
win.
eat for almost 2 years. You ever play any kind of role, like work with her and call her, give her some advices and stuff like that?
Well, yes. You know, to be honest with you, Ida is my daughter. Let me put it that way. Okay. Um, when you meet Ida, the first time you meet Ida, and when I met Ida the first time, I met her with my little brother as a canon in Reading. That's why I met Ida. And the first day I met Ida, you could see from her outward and inward persona that a friendliness of being your brother or your sister keeper. So she grew into that. And yes, of course, when she won, we've been talking. And we had some discussion. Some were fruitful, some were not fruitful. But at the end of the day, her administration continued up to the point at the funeral repast of J.J. Dennis' mother, Gionta's mother death, a funeral before they took her to Liberia. I even came out publicly. That was not even election time. It was way before election. The video, the video and tape now that is circulating around that Honorable Payne endorsed.
We're going to come to that. We're going to
Yeah,
come to
but
that.
that's just part of the process. Let me just tell you how it started. Even though you play, I don't have a problem with you playing it. But to be frank, that's what happened.
We're going to play. We're going to play it tonight, Honorable, and we're going to ask you questions
Yeah.
on the tape, about the tape.
So that's when we stood up to sort of appreciate some of the things she did and promised to work with her. But sometimes, if you look at what they call credibility and principles, those things are dividing instances in which individual must find themselves. So even though you said we're going to discuss it, but I just want you to understand that there are two things involved: credibility
Credibility
and principles.
and principle.
And if you're a human being, if you're a leader, you must be able to preserve those two.
Do you see those two in Edith?
Well, either is an individual, okay,
I
and either
mean,
will
in
define.
Edith, you've been
Yeah,
around, you've been observing, you've been seeing a lot
either is
of
an
precedents
individual, and she can
being
defend
made in front
herself.
of you.
Yeah,
And you
but
see
for
those two things
me,
in Edith?
well, there are a lot of good things in Edith, but also there are some weaknesses on her part, and those weaknesses have some ramifications also. And some of these things are dragging on to the extent that some of us we are not satisfied with this mini convention, thing, because we feel that there was ample time, to have these things discussed instead of pushing them at the 11th hour. So these are other weaknesses, that we see in the administration. While it's true that we see some positiveness, we must also talk about the weakness and the negative aspect that is it tend to drag the community again into that. They're not everybody happy with this mini convention. The point
Are you
being
happy
that
with it? Are you
I'm
happy with
not.
that minute?
No. I'm not happy with the mini convention. I'm not happy with it because, to be honest, Prince, we have to do things according to the Constitution, and we have to do things in line with the Constitution. Calling for a mini convention is in line with the Constitution. But on what basis are you calling it? Because we went to Iowa, the Constitution was not finished. In fact, when it came out, the confusion came out, so everybody left. And we went to North Dakota. So when we were leaving Iowa, we said the Constitution will be discussed in North Dakota. So therefore, it should be our primary objective to have it seated, because we said a lot of things wrong with the old Constitution. So why can't we put that Constitution first when we went to North Dakota? We did not do that, right? Fine. At the end of the day, the Constitution was not finished. What did they say again? We must carry to Kentucky. That's what the resolution said. So if we are going to get to Kentucky, then from North Dakota, Fargo, North Dakota, to Louisville in Kentucky, what happened down the road?
But
Now we have
Louisville,
to,
Kentucky, you're coming for election now. That's
yeah,
that what you want to discuss?
but Prince, listen now, listen, Prince. If you can retrospect at the convention in Fargo, it says that we should take the amendment that is not finished to Louisville, Kentucky. They didn't say Georgia. Do you agree with me on that?
So I was not there, so I cannot
Yeah,
agree
yeah,
with
yeah.
you.
But you are not there. But from the resolution, that's what it said.
Were you there?
I was not there, but that's what the resolution said.
Okay,
Those that were there,
you
that's what they
got to take it
said.
to this place,
Yeah. So
to
so let's
Louisville.
take it there because it wasn't said that we should go to Georgia. Because if they said we should go to Georgia, then there's no need for a mini convention. You understand my point? Because that means it's a mandate from the convention that we should go to Georgia. But there was no mandate to go to Georgia. So
So you
therefore, they
think
are,
by going to Georgia with this constitution, a war, a constitution, and all that thing is a violation of the law, the convention, the body.
no, you have the award as being part of the revenue generation and recognition process of the administration of the organization. The administration has a right, but it has a
The only
specific
problem
time.
the only thing that I'm getting from your explanation is just that the constitution aspect that will be added in Georgia is what you're against.
Yes, fine. The mini convention
The mini
in Georgia.
convention,
Yeah.
you don't have
No,
problem with
no, no,
that.
no. But the award process was what? It's in the constitution. Okay, the award process is in the constitution. Even when you're talking with Collins the other day, I was listening. Timon, my little brother, he said, "You don't know how this award and mini convention came together, but you didn't give him enough time to expand on it. So I will expand on it tonight. The awards program is part of the constitution.
Hmm.
It's one of the program we use to raise funds and at the same time to recognize individuals in the community. So if you want to add the organic laws review to it, then it becomes cumulative. So I think by adding it, we putting enough burden on the activities, and we should try to elucidate them a little bit. For example, if Madam President had taken this thing seriously, as it demands from Fargo, the many conventions you're talking about could have been held long before this time in Georgia.
No,
Because
but
we look,
Mr. Payne, because I can remember sitting on a conference or meeting or wherever with Isaac Carr. They were supposed to have that mini convention in this one in November 9th. They have flyers all over the place, publicity.
I think you're talking about the awards program, not the mini
Their war
convention.
program now
Fine.
in
So let me
Georgia.
correct you. Let me
In
correct you on
Georgia,
that.
their war program in Georgia. It's going to be the
Yeah.
mini convention with this a constitution thing. The
So the
president
mini
will go.
convention was not attached to it. It was only the awards
But
program in
then
Georgia.
a sister of ours passed, and that
Mhm.
same day they were burying. So they went in meeting with the family, and then I how they took it to January, February.
Okay.
So yeah, but it was
So now taking it to
it was
January,
the
February
award
now.
program that we
Yeah.
that we all knew about the war program,
Yes.
and then later on the
Later
administration
on
is
now, they
charged
just
the
shop the
constitution
shop the
and
constitution there, constitution review there. Now
yeah.
shopping the
So the
constitution.
constitution review, Mr. Pine, they
Mhm,
want to do the constitution review in Georgia. Do
mhm.
you think when the constitution is reviewed and is amended, do you think it should take effect right away, or it should be given another year, like next year to take
In
effect?
fact, the constitution review says should not go on in Georgia. That's my point. You see, because what they're trying to rush, you can remember I don't know if you attended the meeting, the last meeting the administration called, the president from Kentucky.
Yeah.
What her name?
Muna very warranted. Madam
You
Muna
know what
very
that letter
warranted.
said? The letter said you have an old constitution, okay, that has the organization running. But now you are abrogating the process of election by suspending registration until we come from Georgia when the constitution is amended. Amending the constitution in Georgia should have supervision of the board and all that kind of stuff. Yes, I agree. That is the process. But it is too late because people are in the process of registering. Now you stop the registration because you want people to go to Georgia when the Constitution is completed. What the Constitution will come up with before people start registering. People were registering, can you stop it? That is not fine. That is against the Constitution. Because Election Commission was elected to supersede the process of the election. Now,
The administration stopped the process of registration. That's what you're telling me.
yes, Prince, the president said it, and that's what Madam Werter was against. Madam Werter said, let's use the Constitution we have.
Because they cut the election commission, which of course is a constitutional body. It is an independent body in our organization, has a timeline for registration, a
Exactly.
start time for registration, and an end time for registration. So I'm
Very
kind of
good.
surprised that you're saying that the president admitted to putting a stop to the registration process, which is of course is a she's someone would say she's trying to interfere with the election commission or trying to undermine. I would try to get to the president to
Yeah,
try to get the
but the
clarity
Prince,
of it.
I'm telling you now that you can take the telephone and call Mona. You said Mona Warite, right? Mona Vlay Warite, yeah, my little cousin. You can call Mona Vlay Warite. You can call the presidents, the various chapter presidents. You can call them, and they will tell you yes. The president had a meeting with the chapter leaders, and then let's go on meeting a GGA national meeting when we went to it. She admitted, I said yes. I
Were you in
started
that
before.
meeting, Mr. Pine?
Yes, I was there. I was in a meeting.
Were
I
you
was in.
objected to that? Did you bring it up?
Oh, and not before I would even reach to that. Before it would even reach to me, Prince. A lot of people have brought it out, and I told you how passionate Madame Vlay spoke against it, and I came out and make a comment on it that it is not fair for Grandians and Madam President, you are going against the Constitution, and that is
Well,
not
you know,
fine.
we got the bull. When the president is doing things, the body or whoever feel,
Mhm.
well, they can get to the bull. Because to me, if she's put a hook to it, I'm against that because it is a constitutional thing. The election commission said that guidelines for registration, campaign season,
Mhm.
registration, names should be submitted at a certain
Exactly.
time to
Everything.
the election commission. So when the
Yeah.
president is doing that, then we have to question the president for stopping people to register. Because
Seriously.
registration is if you amend the constitution, I don't think it should take effect.
No, it won't take effect immediately.
So
It
then
still
why
has
is
to
it?
go.
But if you don't take effect there, then why would she
So so
postpone the
so
process
so
of
so so
registration?
Prince, thank you very much. And that's the question Madam Warrington was asking. Said that we have the old constitution, the new constitution that has not been amended, reviewed, and amended yet. That the one we want us to wait for before we start registering. And the second thing is that why should we even link registration to the convention with election? It shouldn't be at all. Because if you come out and say, okay, according to what some of them are saying, and I don't want to quote anybody because I want to be civil in my discussion. But the point is that what I heard is what I'm saying. If you want to charge on $100, in that $100 will be your registration for election. Now, if that $100 will be will include my registration for election, and that $100 is the same amount I'm going to pay to the gate, will allow me to enter. Will everybody be in line to do that? No. Everybody won't be in line to do that. The Constitution says we should pay $25. Some other states say, okay, you can pay $10, but if you go in the Constitution, it's $25, $25, $25, plain and blank. Now, if you ask me, Mr. Pine, are you interested in us increasing the amount that we pay at the gate to the convention? I'll say yes. Because why? We want funds for Grand Jury. We want funds to develop. We want funds.
And then
There
the
are a lot of
food
things in
prices
community.
are up. The food prices going up. Everything
Yes,
is up,
everything going up. So
skyrocketing up there. So $50 to me too is
I'm in
small.
support of that. But we shouldn't link it to election. Shouldn't link it to election. And that's what they want to do in Georgia.
So
And that's why
this
we say
notion coming from the Otavio Gilmon's campaign chairman, Mr. Uriah soon that the president is taking us. These are grave allegations he made against the
yeah,
president.
because
That the
Prince,
president is taking out there so she can collect the money and then use the money to register her supporters.
that's the problem you have, Prince, when you don't have effective communication. If you have communication that lay out clearly what people intend to do and the rest of that, then you won't have this kind of confusion and people may not be speculating. It's bad when the community is speculating. The community speculates because they do not have enough information to clear the doubts. So here's it. This mini convention, you can remember during my administration as board chair, Mr. Collins has issue with the election commission, and they were back and forth. And he called a mini convention. He asked the board that he wanted a mini convention to discuss the issue with election commission, because some people in election commission, he felt, shouldn't be there because they were abrogating the process and the rest of that. He called the election, he called this convention. We went there and we discussed it. And we said, well, since there's the issue, let's just put things to rest and give the election commission what they want so they can hold the election. We all came together there. That was a teleconference. You got about almost 400 pages to read, and to amend and the rest of that. If we can take 3 days on a teleconference, Prince, calling them mini convention on the teleconference, 3 days to go through that conference, and go through the papers, we'll do that. Not everybody will come, but we say, okay.
You want to amend the Constitution on a teleconference, Mr.
You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. Besides that, if you don't want to do that, Prince, if you don't want to do that, the coming convention say, okay, the convention start Friday, Saturday, Sunday election, and then we give the person the leadership in Canberra. But because we have this constitution from Fargo, North Dakota, that we didn't complete, we are appealing to all Grangians to please come on Thursday. Let's make the welcome night on Thursday. Then Friday, we use our whole Friday to read the constitution. Saturday, the administration turn over to the board, make the report and the rest of that. What all we have to do, Sunday is election, we finish and come back. But if we go to Georgia now, okay, to do this thing, hurry with it, and shove it in the people's mouth, that could treat, and then that itself could create suspicion. Why are we rushing this thing here? There's organic law. We should be.
Because they would say maybe it been around for a very long time. We went 2023. We were in the old man, what's his name? What Papa? The Honorable Kaiwure there in 2024, 2025. So I think when the president coming to Louisville here, Kentucky, she want to come with a new brand constitution that we're going to use.
Yeah, but the president should then be proactive. That from North Dakota, from Fargo, in May to February. But then why you be doing all this time here? I don't think people be dying every month. But
they had couple of programs though. I'm just playing the devil. They had the women war program. They had the women program
now, Prince. Which is more paramount?
The women with the cheerleader, they had program, and we had to go there.
Oh yeah, because that's what you prioritize. You prioritize going to a women program and the Constitution. So
Mr. Payne, let's pivot a little bit and come to the politics part of this.
No, but you understand what I'm saying, right?
We understand it. We'll come back to it, but let's come back a little bit. Remember now, we got 1 minute, 1 hour, so you're going to give it 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay. We are looking at things. The conversation is okay. It's on point. Who is Mr. Payne endorsing tonight?
Oh,
Madam Peter White for say Gilmore. Who you going to campaign for? Who will be your little brother, as you said, Mr. Collins was here. He said he clearly stated that he's supporting Edith. Are you supporting Edith too?
Right now, I'm not supporting Edith. No.
Who are you supporting?
Right now, I'm supporting Gilmore.
Okay, so Mr. Payne, then it comes to this tip.
Yeah.
And I want to play the tip so the people of Grand Jira can hear you on this tip. And we want to know what the switching.
Fine.
Yeah. So let me play the tip.
Yeah, but before you play the tip, let me get the public to be able to settle down on principles and credibility, as they say it. Go ahead.
So this is the tip. Where was it tip? Where was it in Philadelphia or?
Yeah, that tip was in.
It was JJ Dillon's or in-laws or.
Yeah, that was in June.
Yeah,
we're not even near election. That was in June.
You see June of 2024. I mean.
Yeah.
So June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Mr. Payne flipped. He going to Gilmore. We want to know.
It's not what we call flip. You know. You're making differences of words, but
let's play the tip. Let us play the tip. You press it in the tip. You press it in the tip. Mr. Honorable Payne,
Yes.
What? Maybe I need to buy a choice a word, but I listen to the tape.
Okay.
Very important person in our community, our former chairman of the board, want to say something.
Well, we are tired in retirement now, but we will still support the Grand Jury Association in everything that it's doing. And I'm very proud tonight because, you know, our country people say, look what we will, don't you men are of Manwani. What you are blind Manwan. Yeah, that will end down, do, didn't Moya, you don't know. Ire or Potipa, you'll be there. We were skeptical of you before even when the election was coming. We were different side, but right now, what you have done for this community, you have surpassed everything. My.
So why you want to give for a white ballot?
No, that's all. I'm not giving a white ballot. I will campaign for you. You're not even doing one turn. You're doing two turns.
Yeah. Who says so? And I either point to here, and we're going to run our campaign.
And I'm saying that because of reason. It's not because I just want to talk. It's not rhetoric. Okay. Either is looking into the past and preparing for the future. When Omer Barbara died, either stood up. And one of our major achievements that we are seeing of present administration. GGAA, Country Association in America.
That's it right there. That's a tip right there. The Honorable Pine Daniel. Okay, I think he's going for a little break in there. We'll bring him back, ladies and gentlemen. There was some words he said in there. We're going to talk about those words. The honorable man spoke Chin. He didn't know general. He is a good person on Gaio. Kuna was on Gaio. So he did, and then he did looking in the future. She's not looking in the back. So we want to know, honorable man, was that you in that tip?
Oh, obviously that's me.
Is that Honorable Daniel B. Pine? What a B
That is
stand for? What a
Daniel
B
B.
stand? What a
Pine
B?
there
What a B
speaking.
stand for?
That Bakedi.
Oh, Bakiri. Is that Daniel Bakiri Pine that was right in that video?
Yes, that was Daniel Bakedi Pine.
So that
And
those words you said, and you meant
Daniel
every
Bakedi
word of you
Pine.
meant every word you said.
Daniel Bakedi Pine will honor no directs to say what he has said.
Your big brother, Honorable Eric Cohn was there. He didn't coerce you to say any of those things.
Oh no. This head of mine cannot be pushed to do anything. It's determined on his own shoulder. And the point is that's why I was just trying to get you prepared before you play this tip on what people call credibility and principle. People trying to confuse them. Look, let me tell you, Prince. People should be given a flower when they do good.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't be because we come from a different side. I didn't support either doing this white ballot stuff and the rest of that. So that if she does something, or the administration, the financial secretary or the treasurer for the organization who put in place this financial system that we have now, that you can just cash out and then you see the money, going where it's supposed to go, and eat it, taking care of our people when it comes to those people that are passed in the community. A lot of people are passed in the community. All the leaders have done it, but who are giving them credit for that? So we need to give people credit when credit is due, and we need to criticize them when criticism is there. So that's what we call credibility and principles. So we shouldn't look at only because what I support you, because I supported you today, and if you're doing something else that is not right, then that means I should still support you, Prince.
No, you have the right to change.
So that is the choice of individual. And what I did
so this mini convention and the Constitution made you to change your mind.
Besides that, Prince, when you have a leader when you have a leader, the leader must listen. Okay. You know what make administration strong besides the administration itself? Those supporting arm outside of the range, those who see the things then that are going on and give you the advice, the kitchen advice, those are the people that are there for you. Because sometimes you are radical in the administration. Because I served in administration before. When I served at both chair, you know what almost got me in trouble? The first, if you can remember, what got me in trouble? The group that around me said we should go to the bank and put stop to the money so that Timor Collins can use the money. That group. But other people are advising me not to do it. So if I listen to my group alone and don't listen to other people, I will have fell in trouble. So when you have an administration that is doing something, you must listen to people. And if I come up voluntarily, without no coercion, without no force, to come and say I'm going to support you, and you have a better future, then you should be able to listen. If you can't listen to me, then that means my
So
comfort is nothing.
Since June, when you
Since
made that,
June,
since June, you
since
made that
June,
pronouncement
so,
when you
yeah.
told Edith, Mr. Payne, Honorable
Mhm.
Payne, 1 minute, when you told Edith that she's a forward-moving person, she don't look
Yeah.
back, she's don't looking for she looks in the future, she's a good person, Jenny, you
Yeah.
will support her. So
Mhm.
from June to January, she don't
Mhm.
listen now.
Yes. After that tip, after we left that tip, when we left the hall, a month after that, Ida called me. She said the development committee in Labra, I want you to be on it. I said, no problem. Okay? That time we're not even talking about election, we're not talking about platform, we're not talking about anything. That development committee prince, she told me to be on the committee. I agree. But I will never give me any terms of reference. I will never written anything. She told me that okay, I will tell the committee chair, and then later on, I will tell them to include you there. But what happened is that they have been having successive meetings. And anytime they have meeting, either will call me and say, oh, chairman, because I asked you call me. If she don't call me chairman, she'll call me the chairman. We have meeting, but unfortunately we couldn't get to you, but this and that and the rest of that. And then she'll go on. She did it 3 times. I said, this thing is sufficient. You don't have to pay me for what I said. And I don't want to pay. I wouldn't have felt that what I did was necessary to push forward, but it seems that you're not looking at these things that we're trying to protect you of. And if you can't listen to me on some of these things, then I don't see why I should be able to support you. I'm not even seeing platform there, Prince, to be honest with you. So we had this discussion. And then she keep up with a mini conventional thing there. And I told you, it is not right. It is not right. If you want to do that, don't throw the thing in the people's mouth like that. Because we need money. Prince, we need money to go to this place here, to Georgia. If we go to Georgia, we're not going to spend $200 just to go to Louisville to feed my friend and myself. 2 or all because we roll and share the hotel and the rest of that. We pay almost $800. Then from there, you got the program again in March to go crown the next queen. Then from there, before we go over there, you know that people in this place here, my man. Okay, we got a lot of responsibilities. So my point is that instead of my credibility being spoiled, I must live by my principles. You understand me? That's why I talk about credibility and principles. If you know this shoe will hurt you, Prince, it's better you take it out and say that I will not wear the shoes instead of it being there and be a blind loyalist. I'm not a blind loyalist. I support you. While the thing that you do wrong, I will move from behind.
Or the
Somebody
shoe,
before I
after
came to
you
the
finish
meeting,
supporting the woman, the shoe hurting you, so you move the shoe.
I'll move the shoe. I have to move the shoe. I'll move the shoe. And I'm not going back to that shoes again.
You're not going
Seriously.
back to that shoe. Even when the
No.
shoe call you and say, I will listen.
Yeah, you know that in the Bible, you say if you're right handed, you cut it off. So, but literally, let's be
So
honest
let's say
about
the
it.
president call you and say, "Oh, Mr. Pine, I'm willing to listen. What you got? Where's the eye? Would you still not listen?"
But since that time, you don't talk to me again. You don't call me again. My telephone number lost. My email phone. You see, these are some of the things we're talking
No,
about.
I think she still got
No. You need look, Prince. Let me be honest with you. We've been in the community long. This kind of thing, the reason why I like Timon. You know what Timon call me as mentor? Yeah, I call him my apprentice. Because we can disagree to agree plenty of time. Plenty of time. Even before Timon came on your show, we have our own internal show with him before he came on your show. You understand? To tell you the extent that he, JJ, and all of us, they conglomerate how we behave. Look, if I offend you, you look in my face, Prince, and tell me, say, Mr. Pine, what you did, I don't like it, and we sit and talk. But you keep phone from me, you don't talk to me, then I'll consider you to, I don't know. I shouldn't use words here tonight, but definitely, I didn't appreciate that. I didn't expect I eat it. And to be frank with you, you asked me why I'm supporting Gamer. Yes. Look, Prince, things people thought that couldn't happen on Obama time did happen. And this man, who they're calling, I disagree with Collins. I disagree with Tim when he said that Otavio doesn't have experience. Otavio doesn't have experience. Otavio is a small boy. Otavio is 40 years old with 5 children, married 14 years, have a business entity that has worth almost $600,000. That is a personal business, not injecting his wealth into it. That is personal business. But this man runs a business. How can you run a real estate business and say the person doesn't have experience? What sort of experience are you looking for? Leadership? Okay, he's a leader. He owns a chapter. He's a leader of a chapter. But the mere fact that he runs his own business makes him a leader. Yo, if you can control your own home, a family man that has 5 children in your home, it's a serious man, Prince. You know how to bring out children in this place, particularly with your wife. So you don't call those kind of people inexperienced people. Somebody who got a wife and children, feeding a family, sending
Will
their
we
children to
see the
school.
Honorable Pine campaigning for Gilmore ticket?
Obviously, yes. In the coming years, I mean, not coming year, in the coming
A
days and
few
things.
months.
Yeah, of course, I'm
You
willing to
already
do that.
started it?
Oh yes, right now, to be honest with you, that's why I'm saying I'm a member of principles. Okay, if you have played that tape, you play that recording and the video clips, Prince, and I lie. I said no, I never said that before. I didn't say that before. Then that means I don't have credibility. Because when you lie, then you don't have credibility. But you admit the truth and say the reason why you do it, then you're doing it on principles. So I'm willing to campaign for Gamer Slew, and I'm the chief strategist. Because Senator said Gamer ain't get experience. We the experience people behind Gamer will make sure that he succeed.
Oh wow.
Yes.
They say you're candidate now because you just endorsed him here. In one of his on his platform, you're gonna bring 30 people, 300 people, then 30 people on the immigration. How you think he's gonna do that?
Well, like when people make policy, Prince, they make broad policies. When you say I'll bring 30 people, I'll bring 300 people, you give me the ramifications of the issues and those specific things attached to the individuals, you can be able to narrow it, expand it, or increase it, or whatever you can do. But there's a young gentleman, the secretary, Genghis Grier, is an immigration consultant. He's a master's degree holder and he's working on his doctorate degree right now. He's an immigration consultant. And you see some of these things, Prince, you can have sister-sis relationship, like Louisville now. Louisville and Zredru, you can maneuver and have sister-sis relationship. The city mayors of Louisville and the city mayor of Zredru will come together and have some agreement and have exchange. You can have student exchange. I don't think Gamer is telling Grandians you want to go in the street and go pick up people from there and bring them, but people who have purpose, people who have the intentions, but they don't have the means. A lot of people want DV. No, people want DV and they don't have people to sponsor them. And at the end of the day, the DV cancel. So you now, Prince, you and myself here, if those kind of situations come to us, we can say, look, man, let's ride it. I brought 3 people in the country on my DV, besides my family. I did that on my own. So how much about big organizations like this? So policies are broad, but they can be narrow to suit the situation, and specific issues have to be dealt with at a particular time.
Oh, wow, the honorable. We see former president of the Grand Youth Association, Mr. Collins, opening it here on my show on Monday. He endorsed Madame Poir, and now we are seeing the former board chairman, the Honorable Daniel Pine, and just endorsed the Gilmore Schools ticket. And you say he's a strategist,
Chief
senior
strategist,
strategist,
chief strategist.
chief
And
strategist.
there are a lot of names coming after me.
A lot of big names.
Big name. But you said it, Prince.
Oh,
He
I saw
said,
you and JJ Dennis just drove 10 hours to come here and 10
yes,
hours to go back. So
JJ
you
is
bringing
also a
JJ Dennis
senior,
on board?
JJ is a senior strategist.
Oh, wow.
He's
You are
my
the chief and he's
deputy.
the senior.
Yeah.
I heard you're bringing Mata Kana.
Well, Martha Kana has to make her own decision. We can't speak for her. But we know Martha is somebody that has that desire and energy to promote young people because when we work with her, that was our intention.
Wait, mean young people, either I'm young woman.
Ida is a young woman in her own right. She's a beautiful woman, you know. So when we
Either
talk
is
about,
and Gilmore vice president probably in the same age range.
well, I don't know people
Or you
personally,
want a
but
younger person,
no.
much
Listen,
younger man than Gilmore to lead the
look,
organization.
Prince. 40 years, 40 years, you call young.
He's much younger than the
Yeah,
other people.
in the face. We are, where the crown book called Banamo, so please look at me now. Why you think is my age?
You say you just said to him like a little brother, so you kind of almost going to something.
Okay. the the boss and the apprentice. So you see, the
I'm
thing is
Rose
that
Very Bear. Welcome. That the former we'll
so
see those people who serve us, we gotta welcome them.
so those are the issues we have to look at.
Either don't
No,
listen from June
and then
2024 to January 2025.
mm,
Mr. The Honorable Pine took his support from either, but you still believe that she's a good person.
obviously,
Oh no,
obviously,
young Jenny, you still believe that she
either is
looks in the
good.
future.
Look,
She
listen
looks
to
in the
me.
future, she don't look in the past. You still believe
Listen to
those
me,
things you
Prince.
say in the tape.
Ida is a good person. I said the first time I met her, her outward and inner persona make me to know that Ida is a good person. But being a good person is not all the leadership. And, there are other attributes of leadership that if you don't put your foot down, will drag things out. Okay, I'm not saying Ida is a bad person though. No,
No, I
she
just
gave
want
her
to be
that
like saying
respect.
you still say the tape she's a good person, young Jenny, and then
Yes,
she looks in the future,
but it's
and then
just
you
like
say, and then you
as an
say you're going to
individual.
support her. You say you're
Mhm,
going to support her in the tape.
mhm.
You pointed to her and they played the music. I saw you
Yeah,
dancing.
yeah,
You
and
danced to the
I didn't
music,
deny it. I didn't
and then
deny it.
and then,
But
and then
if
all of a sudden you took your
yeah,
support from her.
yeah, well, all of a sudden is relative because when you say all of a sudden, I mean that just not business, but after successive, interactions, then of course, based on my principles, I have to take exit, and I'm entitled to that.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, that's your legal right.
That's my right. So
That's your
people
right.
can see it as being, a credibility. It's not issue
Yeah,
of credibility. And when you lie, then you don't have credible. But
yeah,
if you say the truth and you tell it the reason why you did it, there's a matter of principles.
yeah. So, Brian, thank you very much. The interaction as we agreed on, we do it. We went more than that, but can I open the lines for people to want to call to comment?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so those of y'all who are listening in a Facebook game and YouTube, we are the YouTube, and this is on Facebook. So this interview here is on Facebook. When Facebook put it down, YouTube gonna get it for a long time. So I'm gonna open the line. I'm gonna put a number here. If you want to ask the honorable man, please be professional in your question or your comment. And if you
Yeah,
try
and
to disrespect
to
my
that now we said 8 o'clock and it's almost. We said 1 hour. So how many questions are we limiting to?
may have 4 or 5 questions.
Okay, four, five,
Yeah,
five.
four,
Let's
five.
just say five. I will take five
All right.
because
So I put the number down here. You can call now. As the honorable man. The number on the screen there, 952-200-8420, 952-200-8420. It was just the breaking news right here on the Plain Double Show. You heard the honorable man. He just endorsed the Gilman's slew ticket, and he said he's going to campaign for them. By right, he said he the chief strategist for the camp. So Honorable Gibson Jeru, you say who is he supporting? The Honorable Daniel Pine just opening it up here to everybody here in Facebook land. This is on YouTube. You can go and watch this particular program now on YouTube on the Facebook. The Honorable Daniel Pine just openly endorsed the Gilmore Slew ticket here on the Prince Double Show. It's a breaking news out of Louisville, Kentucky. And PA. So let's go now, Mr. The Honorable Kala calling. Let me see if you want to be.
I'm not hearing you.
So, Madam Francis, go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, Prince. Thank you for taking my call.
This is Francis Clark Myers.
This is Francis Clark Myers, and I just thank you for taking my call. It rather is a
1 minute, the calls are coming in. I got the calls. I will take you 5 calls now. You'll remember that.
Yeah, Mr. Payne, you are one of the elders, I would say elders in our community because of the role that you have played in the past. You were a former board member. You know, wars have consequences. And when you are in a higher position, what you say, people hold you to that. And that's why when you are placed at a certain position, you have to be careful what you say or what you do. People hold you to that. As a former board member, I was there when you were at that Omar funeral.
But he did not, Madam Clark, he did not say he was, he didn't say those things.
I didn't deny it. I said I did it out of respect.
Nobody coercing, nobody forcing.
Fine.
When people are running, if their election coming, probably you needed to weigh your options. Probably you needed to wait and see whether do I really want to support the person or do I not want to support the person. Do your groundwork at the back before you come up front. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Do your groundwork.
Are you having question? Is you questioning the honorable man or the comment?
If you want to comment, then get you and let it ask question.
What's your question then?
Because Ida did not listen to me. So are you trying to say because you talk to Ida, so she should listen to everything that you say? So because she did not listen to everything that you said, so because of that, you are endorsing the Gima and Slew campaign.
Yes,
is that what we are saying here tonight?
Yes, that's
he
what
said.
I said.
Yes, that's what he said.
That's and I do that on principle, Madam Clark. Thank you for the question. The question, I didn't deny that. I said I was going to vote for Ida, but everything you do, you must do on principles. There are certain things I don't agree with, and if you say you will continue, then when you become president, what leverage do we have to see that you do the right thing? If you want to do the right thing, and we say no, don't do it, and you say you'll do it, so that I mean I should respect, I should go behind you, Madam Clark. Even if it were you put yourself in my position. You didn't coerce me, just what you said. You didn't coerce me. You didn't tell me to go make the statement I made. Nobody took me. I did it all of my own volition. So if I do all of my own volition, you should see reasons and sense to listen to what I have to say, because just as you say, I'm an elder. As an elder, when elder advise you, you should listen. If you don't listen to me, then what level do I have?
You know what, Madam Clark? Madam Clark, it's not a back and forth, please. You ask your question, you answer your question. So please pay attention to the man, please. Okay, thank you. No, you already answered your question. Let's go to Mr. Gibson Jeru. Gibson Jeru, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much.
Go ahead, Mr.
You are right. I mean, he's right that he has the right to choose who he wants to support.
Mm-hmm.
That if Grand Judah must go forward, I have a question, but I just believe it brings. If Grand Judah must go forward, the people we put at the hem of our authority will represent our true aspiration and champion our image. So I just ask a simple question here to the Honorable, and I respect him. I respect his opinion. You remember the situation with Fred Guion? And Fred Guion was removed by the board. And then, unfortunately, the VP was not going to be there. The secretary went there. But in this case, if something, for God's sake, happens and Gilmore was not to be in the picture, do you believe that Josephine Sulu can be your president to represent Graduate Association?
Thank you, Gibson. Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you, sir.
He's hearing you.
Yeah, Gibson. When you have a team, the team does not rest on one person's shoulder. You have the president, you have the vice president, you have the secretary, you have the treasurer, you have the chaplain. And that's what makes the team. So at any point in time, any of them should be ready to step up. So yes, if Josephine Slew is part of the team and the team wins, she should be able to step up. And that's why you have people to give counsel to everything that people do, especially in administration.
When you
there
ask
was
you a
a time-
specific question, do you think after if something like that happened, do you, Mr. Payne, Honorable Payne, believe that Josephine can step up to the plate?
Of course, yes. Yes, you can do that.
Okay. Gibson, Jerry, thank you very much. Why are you laughing? Answer your question, man. Answer your question.
Oh, but you know, but when he wants to laugh, I mean, he's entitled to that. But
Yeah,
the
you
key
have
thing is-
entitled to laugh.
yeah, he's entitled to laugh. And, you know, the only thing I don't want you to do is to cry, because I don't want nobody.
Yeah,
crying
nobody
on the
going to
show.
cry on my show yet.
Uh-huh.
No, V,
But,
no, V.
yeah,
We are,
but if you laugh, it is good, because if you laugh,
Yeah.
that means it's healthy. Healthy laughter is a good therapy. So it's
Yeah.
a good gift. Gibson is laughing.
yeah. Yeah, let me see here and put the two. We took two calls now. So the bottom, we're going to take this two here. Gidito, go ahead. If somebody playing the thing in the back, Madison Freeman, if you're playing the thing in the back, please cut it off. Somebody playing the thing in the back, they need to cut it off. I'll cut the person off. Madison Freeman. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll pass. I'll make my own show tomorrow.
Thank you. Madison Freeman?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Will.
thanks, Prince, for giving the opportunity. I want to also say thanks to your guest the other day for the support you guys supported me for the founder the days of my brother. I really appreciate that. But my question to the honorable, I mean, what I heard from him, it sounds like he is looking for a puppet, you know, who or somebody who will just tell something and then they should follow him. So, I mean, the question is, the honorable said Manapua did not listen to him, and therefore he is switching gear to Gilman. So is he also telling us now that everything or anything he tells Gilman, if Gilman disagrees with him, is he also going to leave Gilman? Is that what he's telling us right now? That's my question.
Okay, thank you. You want to answer it? Go back on Facebook. You answer your question, Mr. Freeman. You heard Mr. Freeman's question, Mr. Payne?
Yeah, Mr. Freeman asked a question, and the question he has is hypothetical. So what do I tell Gilman that Gilman will not listen to me, that will make me to back off on Gilman? Depends on our conversation. And it has to do something with the structure of the organization. And let him not just use the word puppet. We're not looking for puppet in administration. We're looking for access to be able to have the knowledge to work in administration. Nobody look for puppet. When I was board chairman, I didn't look for puppet, but I had people who will counsel me and give me the advice that I'll be listening to, and I will see reason in it. You must see reason in it. So if you can't see reason in it, and I know I'm doing it on the basis of principle, then of course you won't get my support. And I can do it to anybody, because I want my support to be there, want my principle to be there, but I'm not looking for a puppet. And I'm not going to tell you, say jump, because you don't jump, so I'm not going to support you. That's not what we do. But what we do is that we look at issues that affects the majority of the people, so that we can have this confusion of misstep and those kind of things. That's what we're trying to avoid. And then, of course, we'll be able to be respectful to one another. I can't respect you, and you then don't respect me. So it's not a matter of puppet, my brother. I don't believe in puppet. I believe in enhancing the work of the people. That's what I do, and that's what I will continue to do.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Pine. Okay, let me just ask the last question for that, then we get your party come in and get out of here. You talked about committees and eating up, or you put you in a committee and then they're not working with you, or they go to a meeting and they don't tell you, and then the time she comes to you and talk to you after the meeting is concluded. So are you telling me when Gilmore now got you on the advisory board, or counselor, of how you call it to him, if he's not listening to you, I mean, if you don't put some on a committee and they're not getting you involved, you're going to back up from him?
There's the issue. I did not ask either to put me in a committee.
Hmm.
What I'm saying is that I don't like puppets. I don't want to be puppet. I don't want anybody to be puppet. So if you give me a specific task, let me perform the task. If you don't want to give me a task, then don't put me into that. But don't use me to say that, you know what, I will just do this so I can feel that we have an inclusion. Okay? I'm not an inclusive, that's not inclusion. So I'm not telling Gaemon, I'm not running a campaign for Gaemon to give me position. No. I'm running Gamer's campaign so that he can succeed and put in place those things that he wants to do, which of course I'm in favor of. I'm in favor of all the things that he wants to do. So once we win and he put this in form, I don't have to be in anything. I go and sit back.
But
If he
once the
needs
thing
me,
that once he's
yeah,
doing the right thing, you
once he's
okay.
doing the right thing, I don't have no problem. For
Okay.
example, I want the Grandians to hold us accountable, that after the election, we'll make sure that in 3 months, we have the papers and documents for what? A Grandian Hall. So those are things you want the people to. So if you want me, you make me to stand to campaign on that. Then when we finish, you don't want to do that, President, you want me to stay with you? No.
Okay, let's take these two calls and we finish. Then we'll finish with this. That Morris Toddy,
Yeah.
please,
Okay.
30 second, please. The honorable gotta go.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Prince. Thank you for taking my call. Let me first of all appreciate your studio guest, Mr. Pine. This is why I've not seen him before.
You got 30 seconds, sir. Ask your question.
Okay, Mr. Pine, do you think the person you support to run a game had to wait to win either board in Louisville, Kentucky? And my next question has to do with what leadership ability do you really see in Josephine Sewell that you think, in case of emergency or anything, she can take in place of
Okay.
the game man?
Yeah, he got your question, Mr. Pine. Let
Yeah,
Isaac
please,
ask a question. You answer the two questions. We
yeah,
gotta
please.
go.
I got a little distraction. I said, can you please come back? I'm sorry,
No,
sorry, brother.
he said
Can you please restate your question? Sorry.
that's a Morris Toddy.
Yeah,
He said,
Morris,
what
can you please?
leadership ability that you saw in Josephine Slew that you think she can lead the organization?
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
wait a minute, Mr. Pine, get the
mhm.
next question, then you can get answer both for you and then conclude. Isaac, you know what?
Yes, Prince, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Honorable hearing you.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Pine. Thank you for your service to the GG community. It was nice seeing you this past weekend. My question is simple. When you stated that you said in June, the memorial service in Philadelphia, it was in June. You made those statements in that videos where you're talking about for the upcoming election in Kentucky, and you will campaign for for second term for re-election. My question to you is simple. When did you realize, and obviously I said when, I just want a month, is it January, December, or November? When did you realize?
The man is saying, get realized when he came to Kentucky.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say what
No, I
when.
say you can say, I don't say that way. He said, okay, I
Okay.
say, thank you. I say, keep listening. When did you realize from June? We're not taking calls again. We're not taking calls. We're finished 5 calls. You say, when did he what? The Honorable Levi Kind calling, Mr. Pine. Can I please?
Yeah, take him. Take Levi.
Isaac, please ask your question.
Yeah, you can take Levi.
Ask your question, please. Levi is the last man. Isaac, ask your question again.
No, when did you make up? When did you realize, or when did you make up? How did you decide to support Game On and not support either put? Is it January, in Vermont, October. I
Okay.
asked this question because that's a question here.
Yeah, he will answer your question. So I hope you're
Okay.
writing the question down, Mr.
Yeah, I
Payne.
got Josephine Slew and I got ask a question. Let's
Okay.
listen to Levi
So,
question.
Honorable Levi Kine, please go ahead, Mr. President.
How you doing, Mr. Dava?
Yeah, we thank God.
Yeah, well, now you bring my dad, I mean, for my dad too, so.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, thank God I'm back here. At least I'm listening to a good conversation. I want to ask Mr. Payne two quick questions. The first one is same as other people asked you earlier. I just want clarity. It was just only based on either not listening, for which he made his decision, or there are other things that influence his decision besides just not listening. So, for example, like whether it was a policy issue that is different that he saw with Gamer that either does not have. I just want to clarify that. That's one. Two, my second question is whether looking at the Constitution, the president had the right, the administration had the right to call a mini convention. And I think with the mini convention several times. However, according to the Constitution, to be able to review and amend the Constitution, you must circulate a documentation for 30 days. We do see a circulation that was dated back last year. According to principles, if that circulation happened and it went to wherever it needed to discuss, because it within 30 days the Constitution needed to be discussed and was undiscussed, have they circulated any new documentation for which now they're going to Georgia to discuss the Constitution? If not, is that constitutional?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Just listen.
So-
Let the
so-
honorable answer the questions.
So if that,
Thank you,
if
Mr.
not-
President.
yeah. So if not is
So,
that constitution.
Mr. Honorable Payne, you want to start from the first, Mr. Toddy, Honorable
No,
Isaac.
I want to start from up and then come down.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. I
It's
want
the
to
same
start
thing.
from up and down.
Yeah,
So
it's the same
if
thing.
not,
Go ahead.
is that constitutional? That is why we have to look at the constitutionality of everything that happened with the Georgia mini conference, because if we went to North Dakota and the document was circulated 30 days before that review, then that means that if we're not completed, that aspect that is not completed need to also be circulated. But of late, what we heard, the same policy difference we're talking about now is that, oh, the thing was put on the internet, it was put on the website, people should go there and take it out. That is not what we call circulation. Circulation means copies be printed, people call to a meeting, and then you distribute it. That's the circulation according to the Constitution. But when you say you put it on the internet, it's not for the people. Not everybody has internet. Not everybody can access the computer. Not everybody got a computer to the house. So what you do, according to the Constitution, when it says circulation, that means you have hard copies. Hard copies, and then the president of the chapter will call meetings. At that particular meeting, 30 days before the hearing, you will give those copies out to the people, and they will share it. That is not done, so it's not unconstitutional. Your second question of whether it's policy difference, yes, or there's other things I saw. Besides the policy difference, people look for issues or things that will be able to create new dynamism in the community. And I see that the Gamer Slew has a platform that tends to what? Regenerate the desire of Granadians to participate, bringing in the young people, creating insurance, getting hall, and other stuff. So these things will be able to get the community going again. And my brother who talk about
Josephine.
yeah, Josephine is capable of leading, or what qualification does Josephine have? Josephine as an individual with respect to her body component and her status, the intelligence that she portrays, is a leader. Everyone who take upon themselves to present themselves in a position where they want to undertake an initiative, they are a leader. Josephine is carrying on a relief work back home. Josephine has that personality of reaching out to people. Josephine was able to help our sister when she was in need, when she went to Liberia, to collect X number of dollars. Josephine feels for people. Anybody that feels for you that you don't even know has that property of being a good leader. Yes, Josephine can be a good leader, Our problem is that we want to look down on people. Yes, the person does not have a degree. Because they don't have a degree, they cannot be a good leader. That is not true. We know that education enhances your opportunity, but education is not all to it. Because my grandfather was not educated, but he was very smart. And he was able to conduct himself in a way that he satisfied his people. So we should appreciate any Grangians who even step up, because there are a lot of Grangians sitting in the background. They wouldn't want to talk, but they do not even have the guts to stand up and say, I want to do this. Anybody that put themselves forward and say, I want to do this, let's hold them accountable to what they can do and give them the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Those of you who watching this program here and that been sharing this program. This is the former board chairman of the Grand United Association in the United States, the Honorable Daniel B. Payne out of Pennsylvania. He just came out here outrightly and he endorsed the ticket of the Gilmore Slough ticket, and he said he's gonna campaign for them. So now we're gonna give Mr. Payne 1 minute to conclude because he gotta go. We have a time frame with them. We're going above that time. So Honorable Payne, you close us, please.
Yeah, Prince, first of all, I want to thank you very much. Thank you for this civil environment that you have brought us to discuss. And I want to thank all the viewers out there for listening. We have a responsibility to everyone. That is my responsibility to you and your responsibility to me as a Grandian. We should never look down upon one another, because people that you look down upon can be successful people tomorrow. And we shouldn't link leadership with just a degree. We should link leadership to service, to the opportunity where we find people to respect one another. And I'm appealing to everybody that this Grand United Association we have is the only thing we have that bound us here together. If I disagree with you, let it be on principles. Let it not be because you don't like me, or you don't like the way I look, or the way I talk, or because I'm short, I'm tall, I'm black, I'm red. No. Every individual in this community has the right to decide what they want to do or what they intend to do. So the issue of people writing that, well, because Mr. Payne left, he said he wouldn't support it, he left it, that means he's not credible? No. I'm doing it out of my own volition. Okay? Wars have consequences, yes. But if wars have consequences, then their impact should also be realized. That if I said this and you want me to do this, then of course that should be a mutual understanding and the respect should be there. If we respect one another, then definitely we'll be able to move forward. And I just want all of us to believe in that. So that any opportunity we have, let us not look down anymore. If I decide to help you and you in turn try to respect me, then of course we'll have a marriage. We have a marriage, but I can respect you and give you all my voice, and you don't respect me. So if we respect one another, we'll be able to live together while in a complaint. You can't go on a GGA website and be cussing, and then you say that you respect me, I'm your uncle, and you're my cousin, and this, I respect you, and the rest of that, but then you throwing hints and throwing insults, in that kind of a glaring way, seems to be that you run a campaign. This is not a political organization. Let me tell everybody. This is not a political organization. And if we follow those things that we want to do with our 501c status, we'll get more. And I think that's what the Gamer Slough campaign wants to do. They want us to get away with their paying money so that we can use grants to get us money and we can invest in other things. For example, the insurance that they're talking about, Prince, I'm sorry my little brother Timo came up here and said that, the status of our organization with the 501c3, we cannot have a group insurance. And that is not true. Prince, if you leave from here, just go to Google and put in life insurance for, don't put not for profit, you must just say non-profit and click it. You'll see what the IRS says about that. Okay? Now, I work with World Financial Group, and we do what? Index universal life insurance. That is quite different. That is income generation. But life insurance on the whole basis, it is possible. It is achievable because the government recognizes it. So it's there. Anybody can Google it. Go and Google life insurance for non-profit organization. Don't put not-for-profit, just a non-profit organizations. So you carry it direct there, you read it. and it's possible. So these are
So
new
you think your
things.
little brother made a mistake, Mr.
Yeah, yeah,
Collins?
yeah. Timon made a mistake. Apparently, maybe he didn't check it out, but Timon is a smart guy, but he forgot to check it out. But when you go and check it out, you'll call you Prince and say, yes, what Brother Point said is true. You got no, I know Timon, he's just like me. When you wrong, you say you're wrong. When you right, you say you're right. We all have made a principle. So
Mm-hmm.
when you see it, you'll say, yes. I think I didn't see this part yet, but it is there. Okay, and I just want us to be our brother's keeper. Let love one another and stop this, backbiting. Political thing is not good for us. That's why we say in the preamble, we from Grand Jilakande put ourselves together so we can be our brother's keeper. So let's do that. So that's my message, Prince. And I want to thank everybody for listening. I know we all will not be on the same page, but at the end of the day, we are one mother children with three fathers. My father from Chien, your father from Kunemo, your other father from Bazon. So we are the three districts now represented in this thing here. So we have to work together. In the districts, we have the subdivisions, but at the end of the day, let us make sure that these districts are developed. All our eggs and be put in one basket in Jedru. Jedru is not Grand Jile alone. We got Kunama district, we got Bazan district, we got Chen district. So if we're doing things that I go there, change what they put a beach statue down in Chen district. The next thing we want to see, another thing should go in Bazan district. Another thing can go in Kunama district. So everybody can be able to benefit. So at that end, I want you to leave with you, Prince, and I want to tell you thank you for creating this conducive atmosphere for us to have this conversation tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Pine. Thank you, and thanks for coming on the show. You still around? Campaign time come? You want to say something? Call me. We can set something up to do it. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
obviously, I'll be engaging you. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
All
And
right.
at the
Thanks.
same time, too, we should be able to support you because all these things here, they call for
Yeah, I got
time.
a thing. I got a thing. What they say you should support me by sending star, but everybody coming on here, I see nobody sending star. But I know they will send star. They always send stars.
No, they
Thank
will
you very
send
much.
star. And anytime you feel that, look, some of these shows, we need to give a little thing. Let us know because we need
Yeah,
to
we're gonna
support you.
do a fundraiser because we want to be relaying Grand Jide with the voice of
Very
Jide.
good,
So
very good. And
we gotta do
anytime
that.
such an occasion come up, please reach out to me, so I can reach out and then be able to raise funds for this program. I really like it and I support you for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable. Right. That was our board member there, the former board chairman Daniel Pine. He endorsed the in this Gilmore Slough camp. And I don't know why people would get angry or think because yesterday, about 2, 3 days ago, we had the Honorable Collins here. He endorsed Idipoa, Daniel Pine, former board chairman, community leader, to endorse. Everybody cannot go one side, so we have to understand that Daniel Pine can say this. He can think again something happening, and he think, well, that's the wrong decision. I'm gonna make the right one. He has the right to do that. He would do that all the time. Who do that all the time. So let us be civil in this community and they grant you that thing here. We're trying to come back. I was impressed when I saw some of our sisters, some of our brothers from the GGAA coming back, telling people to vote for Edith or vote for Gilmore. They were running campaign. So that's a very good thing there, and that's something all I need to take on to do. We have to understand that everybody cannot go. Yesterday, I think 2 or 3 days ago, I have Mr. Collins here. He said what he could say. He endorsed Madame Poa. We cheer on him. Daniel Pinto is a Liberian. He's a Grandian. He was a leader in our community. He has all legal right on our laws, on our constitution to endorse whoever he wants to endorse and however he wants to endorse that person. So we have to understand that. Kilmer Sulu, yeah, had a big fish. Likewise, Madame Poa had a big one on Monday. Well, let me play this tape here. You know, our boys left from Zwoju today to go to Morovia to go for the county meet. And they went there and they went around the Samuel Kanyendo statue. They parked there for the departure for Morovia. They went and paid a respect to the SKD and statue in the Morovia area. And this credit go to Mr. Lloyd Father who happened to show who happened to post this thing on his show, on his so let us watch this a little bit here. The guys are now going to the SKD. What's the volume of this thing, man? Let me look for the volume here, please. Oh, I want it. Father, you don't got volume on it? Well, anyway, just they are trying to get a volume. I can't get a volume. But you see the guys going there. That's the Grand Jet team. Our guys wearing some old cars, old dusty car. Even though the guy took time to leave Zweju, but they left because the authority there, the superintendent want every penny to pass in your office. The county authority, they want chopping. Everybody want to chop. Even when you send money now, that's a new contract I heard about. They sign with it. They say the team will sign with them. So anybody, let's say Grand Youth Association wants to send money for the students to buy food to eat. I mean, the players to buy food to eat. The county authority sign contract with the trainer. They get 10% of any money we send them. Why are they doing the 10%? I don't know why this thing not giving us volume from Lloyd, but it was a volume thing today. But I don't know what's but I mean, you see the guys. I do the one in the SKD, the statue built by the Grand Youth Association. This is the triangle, the Gita triangle over there. They went around the statue and they put the flower down and the guy in the bosses, and then went to Morovia to play the game. All goes to Lord Father. You see right here, you got a picture here, Lord Yonuo Fale. He the one that did that video from Georgia. So you see our boys here, they're going now in the buses. The Samuel Kanye sports, I mean Samuel Kanye and statue right there. They went there, they went around the statue, they laid their flowers down or reed or wherever they laid it down, and then they went to Morovia to go and play. They're going at the Samuel Kanye Sports Complex. Our boys played 3 games, they beat 2, and they got 4, I think 6 points. So they went to Morovia. But for the boys to leave from Morovia, disgrace that we ever saw in our lives. Disgrace. The county authority. There are a lot of people who are not even in the interest of this whole Grand Jury thing here. So, but check your inbox. Okay, let me check my inbox here, Mr. For one reason, okay. For one reason here. For one reason is that I don't know why they can't give me volume on this thing here. For one reason, they're not getting me volume. The team did a very good thing today. They say it's not giving the team pays respect at President Samuel Kanye statue in Zwedu. You see all the boys here line up and thank you, President James Uboti. They say that's from Mercy Gallo. They see the boys then paying, putting the flower down to go to Morovia and then go and play in Montserrado County. They are going to Montserrado County to play the match. So that's how we're gonna do it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe it will play. Yeah, okay. Check your eye, man. All right, man. I may read the comments here, then we're gonna cut it a night here tonight, and that's how we're gonna do it tonight. We are here always the Prince Double Show here. If you want to say something respectful to the community, you want to engage the community, you call me. We're gonna have somebody say that we can bring in James Ubote. And then you bring it, and you're playing. We will bring Edie Poitou. Gilmore is running away from me or what? Gilmore. Gilmore got a recognition from Red to the Prince Double Show. Why is he being slacking? He listening to a lot of people now who telling he said don't go on Prince Double Show because Prince Double is fire. He entered that man's seat. You saw Daniel Payne came on the seat here. We had a fruitful conversation and we did what we could do here. So on Saturday, Friday, this coming Friday, I will bring the Kunemo youth Kunemo group, and they will have 1 hour with me. Then on Saturday, we're gonna have a fundraiser for the football team. We are playing on Sunday. I think we're playing Cape Mount. Que Martina won't play for football and do Garo Kasawati in a play what Boabe Ayu. Yeah, Barad how you call it Nyang. And I found young, they wrong, they face a lot of family in a play, they don't know how to game. So the thing here, you have to print double show by sending star. So we have to pay. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta help this show here. We gotta pay $250. The stream yeah we're using will expire in February. We need to upgrade. Drop some $50, $60. Money maker, you got money. Princess Pine, you get money. Jerome Poy, you get money. Look at my own sister Lena Dia here. Oh my wuli, she's a money woman. Then you come to Avin Tally, you come to Patient Tally. There are money people. You help the station. The station not begging you, but you help the station. $50, $60. I will put a cash out here before the middle of next month, so at least we can help them and keep it up, and then we can use it. It takes 10 people. I can send the information to you. You come on 10 people discuss things that are affecting the community or something you want us to promote, like the Grand Gire football team. Our guys going to Liberia and the Monrovia, excuse me, and they're going to be playing Kipman, the Saudi boys. Basayama, Amu Bosso. Kuna women say Amu Bosso, and we will beat them. They will be whipped by us, we'll beat them and take the cup back to, and take that cup to the monument, to that statue there, go around the statue, and then we'll say, yes, the statue is back. Now, what Coach Germany said, our coach for the Grand Gire soccer team came here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Count me in yet. Mr. Avin Tari said I should count him in, and by my sister Linda Dia also said I should count her in. Jenna or Jerome Gaure say I should count him in also. The Either Poor said I should count. Uriah Song also say I should count him in. Patient Pine says so. Francis Clark also say I should count her in, and and my sister Vlay here say also I should count her in here. Rose for better bed. And thank everybody. I can't call everybody's name here tonight, but we gotta go. Johnson Doe, and then Adolphus Clichy, okay, Mao. Achi Mao also here from I think South Dakota, North Dakota, somewhere around that Dakota area. And I saw this going Saturday weekend. I saw the prayer lady from the Gilmore camp. She was here. So that lady can pray. That woman prayed that whole church. She prayed at the funeral. She prayed at the funeral, and our sister prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. People start crying all over the place. The prayer was too powerful. So in your vein. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody called the number here. My phone on silent. So that's it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Payne got the legal right to support who he wants to support. Leave Daniel Payne alone. Go and tell the people where on the camp Kennedy going to do. Daniel Payne did what he could do, and Daniel Payne has his right to do that. Mr. What's up?
When
I want you to listen to this. I want you to listen to this other one. Akiri Aneo, I'm joking. Akiri, it was Akiri. It was killed by me. I mean, right there on that floor, right there. Oh yeah, Akiri Ane. I hear about that particular song there, Lena. Then I know about it. And Christian Tally, then I know about that song there. That particular song, then I know about it. And 1980 some more song, then I know about it. Oh my marriage, Joey know about that song. The poor know about that song. Celebration, she know about it. Let me tell you who wanna know about that song. That's why I kill that song right there on my birthday. Oh yeah. I kill it, my people. I kill that song. I kill that song. That song. I touched that song there. The Bayaguya. So thanks. We're gonna be here. We will try to bring on Madam Idipwa and Mr. Gilmore on the show. I want to go to do the debate here. They will sit down in their living rooms. We'll look at the flyers, the how you call it, the campaign flyers and do all that stuff. Yeah, I get it, Mary. That was a difficult song to sing, but I nailed it that night, man. People say, "Oh, we didn't know Prank could sing." I said, "Look at this. When we just see a talent show, then you call it karaoke and thing, and those talent show, then we should go there and place the whole neighborhood upside down." So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Pine has the right to support who he want to support. Leave the man alone. I seen the man is a flip flopper. The man flip flopper. I been a good night.